In the quiet suburban neighborhood of Willow Glen, a woman named Sarah faced a relentless nightmare. She found herself trapped in a toxic relationship with a man who was nothing but a poor excuse for a partner. His jealousy and cruelty festered like a dark storm cloud, leaving bruises that matched the pain in her heart. Yet, each time he hurt her, Sarah inexplicably took him back. One fateful day, a shard of clarity pierced through the fog of fear, and Sarah decided to escape the clutches of her tormentor. The man's rage turned to obsession, his obsession to stalking. He skulked around her house, peering through windows and lurking in the shadows, a sinister phantom. But darkness escalated into a terrifying reality when he donned camouflage attire and armed himself with a gun. Breaking into Sarah's home, he held her and her oldest daughter captive. Despite the daughter's valiant efforts, he overpowered them, kidnapping Sarah and spiriting her away into the woods. Meanwhile, the family discovered the horror that had unfolded, launching a frantic search for their beloved Sarah. The police were alerted, and the local news spread the story like wildfire, casting a spotlight on the darkness lurking in their quiet town. In the woods, a chilling ordeal unfolded as the man kept Sarah captive, the cold night air biting at her skin as she shivered without a jacket. With a gun trained on her, he forced her to walk through the wilderness, the fear in her eyes mirroring the terror that gripped her heart. As dawn broke, the man's desperation led them to a remote house. He knocked on the door, claiming car trouble. A retired police officer answered, his instincts honed by years on the force. His keen gaze fell on Sarah, trembling and battered, her silent plea for help echoing through her eyes. Buying time, the retired officer pretended to retrieve a phone while covertly alerting the police. When the man's ruse began to unravel, he was met not with the refugee he sought, but with the cold steel of justice. The police arrived swiftly, their sirens piercing the tense morning air. The nightmare that had held Sarah captive was shattered, and the man who had caused her so much pain was finally apprehended. As the sirens wailed and the man was led away in handcuffs, Sarah found herself surrounded by her family's embrace, their strength and love a shield against the darkness that had once ensnared her. Trail of Terror, A Mother's Courage, is a harrowing reminder that even in the face of the darkest nightmares, a mother's love and the unbreakable bonds of family can guide us back to the light.